to another Looney Tunes commentary. If this is your first time on the channel, consider subscribing as it helps out the channel, and give this video a like if you do like it. So this is a commentary for Scrap Happy Daffy, released in 1943. It's the 410th in the series, and it's directed by Frank Tashlin. You can find this on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 5 DVD set, the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 3 Blu-ray set, and they both have a audio commentary by Greg Ford, which I encourage you to listen to after us, of course. And with me today is my good friend Austin Kelly. Say hi.
I'm here again. I will hopefully be here for at least the majority of the Tashlin cartoons. Lovely cartoon, scripted 8 months before its summer 1943 release. It was scripted in December of 1942. God, look at that pan. This is great. It is really one of Tashlin's finest cartoons. It really shows off his cinematic influences and the love for the cinema and all the comedies and films that were coming out around this time.
Yeah, and in the background of that garbage pile, that was really UPA in a sense, because of how it was just flat, but just the outline suggesting the garbage. It was really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all kinds of cool stuff going on. Maybe, speaking of UPA, I don't know, maybe Dave Hilberman was still in this unit doing some of the work on the background. So, I don't know, maybe that was his doing. But, oh, God, look at that. This is lovely Art Davis animation. Davis, who did some lovely stuff in the 40s Tashlin cartoons that I highly suggest you check out on your own time.
And speaking of lovely stuff, with the lady, of course, it's not a Tashlin short without a beautiful lady somewhere or a pair of legs. You know, that just seems to be all of them, aren't they?
Yeah.
But what a performance by Mel, though. I mean, the song's great, but Mel's delivery just really, it's just incredible, absolutely incredible. In terms of trivia, before we saw the three Axis powers, now by this point Mussolini, as I understand it, was out of the picture somewhat, and this is also the last black and white Daffy, so an end of an era.
Wow, that's really something. He's come a long way. He's a completely different character now. I mean, Norm McCabe left that influence, I think, on Tashlin. He kind of, and everybody, people usually say McCabe did those first few Daffy cartoons where he's got a real soul, and he's not just this crazy wisecrack and duck anymore. And Daffy's really a full character here. He's no longer just that wisecrack and duck, and he would continue to have this great character, this great full character, set him apart from everybody else for the rest of his theatrical career.
Exactly, and how many different shots did Frank Tashlin have to do in this whole build-up? I mean, I should have actually counted them, but there was so many of them. Any other director would not go that far, I would think, but no, Tashlin goes the extra mile and does this huge build-up, and what is it? A goat, of course. And like when I first saw this cartoon back when the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 5 was released, it just blew my mind. I'm thinking, you start off with Hitler, of course, and by the end of it, a goat. One of the best jokes I've ever seen. It's just absolutely amazing.
And the best part is, like, if you look closely, they're not blink and you'll miss it cartoons per se, but if you do look away, you're probably going to miss some really tiny, subtle gag or some really tiny thing. It's just, these are such well-crafted films. Going back to what you said about all those shots, I mean, no one else would do that but Tashlin. And no one would go that extra mile, especially when it comes to the shots and the angles and looking at the cartoon from the filmmaking point of view. These are really wonderful things to watch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and you can have the best directing ever, but if the story's no good and the gags are no good, then I guess it doesn't really matter. And everything just comes together so nicely here. The story's so absurd. I mean, goat aside, like Hitler somehow reads this newspaper where it's about Daffy having this big metal stockpile helping the Allies, and now he's going to attack this one metal scrap heap. Like, it's just so ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but I love it. Absolutely love it.
Wonderful. Look at this. He's just like out of commercial. It's wonderful. I want to talk a minute about Artie Davis, because Davis was really a key part played a key part in making these 40s Tashlin cartoons really wonderful. You know, whenever you see this scene where Daffy's just all over the screen and everything, you know, right up in someone's face. You know, in Stupid Cupid, he's all over Elmer. That's Art Davis. Davis was with Tashlin at the Screen Gems studio, and Tashlin had to lay off a lot of people. It wasn't really anything personal when he let Davis go, but it's just kind of funny how they both ended up at the exact same studio in the exact same unit, like months after one just got fired by the other. It's just irony at its finest. And I freeze framed that scene that we just saw where the goat runs up to Daffy on my other channel, that video, which will hopefully be uploaded for posterity on your channel sometime soon.
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, you can probably just attach it to this and call it a day and give yourself a bit of a mini holiday, I suppose, less work for the week. But I have noticed with the Tashlins so far that whenever a character's running straight forward at speed, the back of the character is like this nice straight line. It's just amazing just how Tashlin's gone from these round, pudgy characters in the 30s to this really streamlined, like literal ruler straight, angular characters. It's just how he went from one to another. It's just weird, but
yeah,
here
really.
I like it's a a lot of patriotism right here, and this is patriotism done right, because I know if you look at something like Tokyo Jokyo, the commentary that a lot of people seem to have hated, you know, it was just attack, whereas this one, it's patriotism made fun, I would think, and that's the big difference between the two. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's a pretty fair way of looking at it. And here you also don't have any stereotypes, and no other country is being attacked in particular. But, you know, you've still got the little thing going on, so I don't know if you would want to show this today. But.
Yeah, look, I mean, the beginning party, there was that very minor one with, you know, the Axis powers and all that. But you know what? That's very minor compared to the rest. And I do like this American man, like, character. So before he was Stupid Duck, well, he was the American Duck, apparently. But anyway. So, yeah, I love this one. One of Tashlin's best. And final thoughts?
For sure, it's a classic. All these lovely shots, lovely touches. It's absolutely a masterpiece, hands down.
Yep, for sure. So that'll do us for this one. So thanks very much for listening, and until next time, take care.
See ya.